Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is the Indie Game of the Week, Contradiction, and thank you for watching. Contradiction is a FMV or full motion video murder mystery adventure game, guys. This is like her story, but with like way more Agatha Christie-like tendencies and traits. Today I am not alone because I brought my Watson to my Sherlock, my Robin to my Batman. But realistically, that's all backwards. It's Kitty!
Hi.
She's going to be joining me today as we check out this game, guys. She's a bit of a murder mystery sleuth.
Yes,
Are
I
you
am.
not?
I love murder mysteries.
You've read all of, Poirot and... What have you read?
I love Poirot, yeah. Anything Agatha Christie, but Poirot in particular.
Yeah, so she's going to help me because I'm okay in murder mysteries. I'm not great. So I'm definitely probably going to need her help. Contradiction released on Steam July 2015. It was developed and published by Baggy Cat. You can go ahead and get Contradiction on Steam for $9.99. And if you ask me, that is a totally worth it price. I think it's a great game. And it's fantastic, guys. Now, this is a murder mystery game, guys. I've been playing it for about an hour now. So we thought instead of just dropping you into the middle of things, that we're probably going to just start it from the beginning. It's a heavily story-driven game, and I think it's just a good idea of how to do things. I mean, it's pretty straightforward as far as its features and all that kind of stuff goes, guys. We're going to watch the intro, though, so that way you get an idea of what's going on and who these characters are and what this game's kind of all about.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector.
I also turned on subtitles for you.
And I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death
He needs to fix his
of
hair.
Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton.
I like his
I
hat.
have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
Murder.
Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, the history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records
She has dimples.
suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late
I'm
hour of
tripping
her
balls.
death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details.
Oh, we wouldn't be
Why
playing
was
this
her
game if
driving
it was
license
suicide.
found on the
course not.
opposite
It's a
side
murder.
of the road in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it?
Is that a dookie right
Kate
above
was
that?
known to be
No,
a
it's a
free
log.
spirit with a
Twig or
nihilistic
something.
It
love
looked
of
like a
danger,
dookie.
which may in part have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large state
Cult!
home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably
Their shots
eager
look
to
like
distance
mugshots.
themselves
They
and
really do.
Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control.
Oh.
Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion.
I love that pub name.
One of Kate's friends was
Not at
Emma
all for any
Bowman,
particular reasons.
who lives at Eden
No, not
Lodge
at
on the
all.
road leading out of Edenton Village.
It's
Emma
because
was
he's really
also
a
doing a
dragon.
PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had.
Ooh.
Simon Thompson met Emma at university.
What a douchebag.
Completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to
He
work
looks
in
like a
shop in the neighboring
douchebag.
village. He
I know he's an
started the
actor,
Atlas
but-
course a few months
Actually, I
ago.
suppose he's actually real.
Simon
I
insisted
apologize
that
to
he
Blonde
didn't
Dude.
see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Murder mystery is a thirsty thing. All right, so that's kind of the intro. You get the basic idea, kind of your standard who's who right there. And now we're actually in the game. So let's talk about the UI really quickly here. I know we're on the top right up here, so you're not actually able to see the area that you're in and what time it is and all that. But basically, also tells you what area of the game you're in. You can also click on the little atlas thing there, the star thing, and it'll show you different parts of the town that you can go to. And you can actually just click on this to get to anywhere you want to go. But you could also go up and down by like clicking on the arrows in particular directions, or like hitting on your keyboard, for instance. Or I think you have to actually activate. Yeah, yeah, you have to activate that. There's 2 different kinds of control methods. I prefer to play it with my mouse. It's just easier. The little book is your inventory, which basically contains all your clues and notes and things that you've asked people. This is like your hint bar. The light bulb thing is the hint. It tells you what to do next if you haven't asked somebody something, etc., etc. And this button just returns you right back to the menu screen. There's 2 save slots. There really isn't much as far as options go, really kind of at all. It does go full screen to 1080p resolution, but that's basically it. And subtitles are on off.
You don't really need it, though.
Yeah, because it's a full motion video game, so that means that you can't improve the graphics. We're like, oh, I want them to appear in front of us. So we're going to go. We have to go find somebody to interview. We can basically see like that. Better do a spot investigating around Eden Lodge. You also have things you haven't asked Simon and Emma. Let's go to that then. Let's do that. Let's go to the woods lane. Okay, there's the Eden Lodge. Whenever you see this little magnifying glass, you know that there's something for our detective to look at. He's kind of a snoopy, stealing kind of guy. You'll see what I mean in a bit.
Looks like homebrew equipment.
And apparently stinky homebrew at that. He made a stinky face.
This might come in handy.
I love how he just pilfers crap.
He's like,
I don't think that's part of police work.
I'm going to take this screwdriver.
He's like, ah, excellent. You just totally just robbed those people. Let's go knock on the door.
Is it Simon? Yeah. Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm
He's
investigating
got shifty
an incident
eyes.
in the village.
Yeah, they all. Yeah, everybody in this town has shifty eyes.
Uh,
This is totally like also like what's a Hot Fuzz? This reminds me of Hot Fuzz. I want Simon Pegg to show up and just unravel this entire mystery.
We can just go through here.
I'm
if
a
you want.
slasher.
Emma's working in the front room.
of prices.
Slasher prices, yeah.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you
It's
need
a
to
small
speak to
village.
us?
Everybody should know that Kate is dead.
Just speak to someone else, if that's okay.
I love that hat. What?
He
What
sat
is-
in it in the car or
What
something.
is with that hat?
Is it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything?
He was sarcastic.
He does. He's like, whatever.
I don't care. I'm just here to bust you.
You're the murderer. Admit it. All right. So, screwing around aside, when you basically start talking to suspects, you're going to be able to like bounce between them, and you kind of can leave conversations, and you start unraveling more and more. You're going to see how this works in a bit. Your first interview, first pick an item you want to ask about, then click ask. See when Jenks asks about it. Blah, 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 blah. Summary of what was in the box, we'll see, but you'll see what I mean. You'll see what it's like in a bit. This is all just telling you how the contradiction system works. And we'll explain that actually as we get to it. So, there we go. Let's ask him about Kate Vine's death.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
After you murdered her?
Last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
He looks like every question he asks, like
How would you describe
suspicious.
her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Did you
Bullshit.
say she had any emotional problems?
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the
I
drinking
think she was
problem.
bipolar.
Did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. And she would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
That was just a business management.
I love the main
training
guy. He just
program
overacts
for
every
postgrads.
question.
And you started this.
Not as bad as Cole Phelps though.
Yeah.
He's very animated with his
Every
face.
Friday?
Cole
Yeah,
Phelps
well,
is like
my
doubt.
group isn't doing
You're
this
a
one, but,
liar and you killed your grandmother. What?
Yeah. L.A. Noire. This is very different from L.A. Noire. Okay, so basically now we've asked him a question. He's given us like a bunch of statements and things. It's going to start gathering beneath that particular object, but in this case, it's Kate Vine's death. when we start listening to him and what he's telling us, and it's very important that you do listen to him, but even though we're kind of screwing off, because if you need to basically listen to him and catch him in his bullcrap, which is not easy.
No.
It's not easy. They lie practically with like a straight face. There's no, like obvious lies. They're pretty good about just keeping the bullcrap to themselves. And sometimes they're not lying.
Do you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I've seen it before.
that was quite the pause there.
No.
All right, unliked bicycle.
Which is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment.
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
I don't know why that's so suspicious. Still haven't figured that out yet.
Everything's suspicious. That's this type of game.
Suspicious?
Murder!
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
Herbs.
No, not
Herbs. With an H, which you know you were in the UK. Herbs with an H.
Proper way to say it.
Alright, so we basically kind of asked him about everything. I don't think he's particularly lying right now, but then again, we haven't really done too much. We still have to talk to Emma.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
And we can bounce between them
So
pretty
a few
easily. It's
questions.
not that hard.
Yeah.
So now we're going to question Emma pretty much about the exact same things, and we're going to see here what her answers are, and if she's lying about anything in her particular set of
When
answers.
was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was the usual self?
Oh, just Kate.
She's just so, like,
You know, a bit wild.
over the top as an investigator.
What way wild?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
she
tell
just
me.
used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like
Did
that.
you and her ever kiss and make out? Well, what?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Do you think she killed her?
Oh, I don't know yet.
She totally the murderer. Murder.
I think there's a twist. I think the investigator is the murderer.
Oh my god, what a twist!
Know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Now you're paying attention, right? Because I'm not.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, good. See, this is why I brought her along, guys, because I'm a moron. I'm just like, let's go through things.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know, I keep telling him to fix it.
Okay. Is this your screwdriver?
He doesn't want to ask him about it because he'll be like, hey!
Yeah, he's stealing from us.
Outside.
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
How do you not know he's brewing beer in your house?
He's obviously he's not very good at it, I'm guessing.
I mean, that's a lot of
Have
equipment.
you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me, no. I
His
don't
eyes got
drink beer.
big.
I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Alright, so we've pretty much asked her all the questions. I didn't detect any bullcrap. Did you?
Not thus far.
So we're going
That's
to
all
exit.
for the moment. Thank you.
Because sometimes you want to ask questions and then you want to take
Just knock
breaks
on
and
the
we
window
do a
for
little
Emma.
snooping
Simon
around.
always answers the front door.
So, like, for instance, we could hit the hint bar right now. It says, wonder if forensics searched the jetty by the lake. What's a jetty, by the way? Well, as I go there, what is a jetty?
It's a dock.
It's a dock?
Where you, it's kind of like where you, I think it's like an inlet of water.
Here we are. Let's go to the jetty.
Yeah, it's like a dock.
Aha, but there's a magnifying glass.
That's a pretty lake. Pretty sinister.
Piece of
Pretty
jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
If he had fingernails, he could have gotten that out.
Yeah, he didn't really try that hard. He's like, screw it, I'm just going to walk off. No. Now, of course, because it's kind of like a point-and-click adventure style game as well, you get to use items in your inventory. How you do that? By just simply going to that item and trying to use that item in this environment. You don't really have to like click on the item. It's just going to try to use that item, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's probably not going to work there.
Convenient. Good thing he found that screwdriver that he stole.
Yes. Good thing he's a thief.
Very well.
By the way, forensics, what a piece of crap department. They suck.
Obviously.
They're probably part of the murder. Alright, let's go back. So we got our clue. Who know most about jewelry? You also have something to add. I haven't asked Simon and Emma yet. Let's go back there, I guess. We can walk there. We can just click on the magnet, the pin, as it were. We'll go back to the Eden Lodge. And we'll knock for Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Let's ask about the broken pendant.
Ever seen this?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, he basically just teleports right
Looks
back into their
like,
house, by the way.
That's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps,
What are
but
you doing?
I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewelry, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird
You're acting
cage, but
suspicious.
the cage.
I'm a murderer.
Oh, I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. It's an unwanted present.
There's a pen in her pocket. The one she used to murder Kate.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
Why does she have a microscope in the background?
So the necklace did belong to Kate.
science
Interesting.
student? I
I'm
don't
starting
know.
to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Alright, let's go talk to
Be
Simon
back later
now.
on, if that's okay.
Let's ask him about the broken pendant. Or the necklace card.
You know what this is?
A business card?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had
Yes.
one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Wait a minute.
Hold a tick.
Now, something's not adding up here, right?
Right.
Now, if we were kind of dumb,
Okay, that's it for now.
we could go outside, we could hit the show tips button. And you have two options, basically. You can go talk to your chief. If you can't figure something out, he'll like give you like a hint. And somewhere, actually, I haven't even found it yet, there's a cheat button that just allows you to just kind of skip that altogether if you get completely lost. We haven't actually seen, I don't know where it's at.
And we're not cheaters.
We're not cheaters. So we're going to just kind of put this together on our own. Something's not adding up here between what he said there. So let's go talk to Simon
A
again.
few more questions, if you don't mind.
And we're going to see if there's something kind of doesn't add up here. Now, what was it again?
Says that Kate wore the necklace at college.
Right.
But he said that he has only known Kate for 3 months. They've been out of college longer than 3 months.
Ah! And it turns
So
green if it
how
works,
did
by the
you
way.
know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college.
I knew Kate in college, but I didn't get to know her till
Arrest him!
That's
That's right.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college? No. And you didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas?
And why should we believe anything? Because you're a liar. We
See
caught you in
her
a lie.
outside Atlas at all?
No.
Everyone in this town lies about everything.
I think what this really was a failed intervention. They accidentally
So
killed her.
Simon did know Kate.
So when an hour passes, that lets you know that you've kind of
Maybe he
progressed
knows
into the
Kate
game.
better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Apparently he knows her really well, yes.
You basically progress in the game, which allows you access to new areas, new suspects, new clues. That's kind of how you progress through the game. That's kind of essentially everything that the game's about. It's a game about paying attention. It's really awesome the way it does it, because I've been stumped a couple times and I've had to use her, or you've missed something and I've noticed something. It's just a really cool game because you have to pay attention to it. I think it's like her story on crack.
Actually, what happened is he's playing and I'm over here in the back yelling, "No, ask him about this!" because I got very excited about the game.
It's just, it has a lot of style to it. I really like that it's full motion video. You don't see those kind of things anymore. Other than the Tex
Broken
Murphy
window.
series.
Recently smashed by the
Look at
of
that
it.
bandage there. Look at that tape.
That looks familiar.
I noticed that like right away. He's such a snooper. He's just snooping everywhere. By the way, that tape is the exact same tape on her ID card. I can't ask about it yet, which is what was frustrating me. I'm like, it's the same tape.
It's driving us nuts because we
It's the
know
same
that that's a
tape!
clue, but we haven't unlocked the way to ask yet.
It's padlocked. So there's really nothing else back here. And you go around asking, more questions, gathering more clues, and trying to find more lies, and eventually kind of drawing to the inevitable conclusion, of course, who murdered Kate. And it's just a really cool game, guys. I think it has a lot of style, has a lot of charm to it. I really think this town is gorgeous, by the way. This town, I want to live in this town, even if it's full of murderers and liars.
I was going to say,
I think I would risk it to live there for a little while.
other than the rampant murder, it looks lovely.
I should mention the game does Steam achievements, not Steam cards. Sorry, just they did all it has is Steam achievements, guys. But I think that kind of covers everything I had to say about the game. It's a really cool game, fun murder mystery. If you enjoy Agatha Christie, if you enjoyed her story, you're gonna enjoy this type of game, I think for sure. Is there anything you want to say about the game?
Get it.
Get it?
Get it and solve the mystery. Somebody has to get justice for Kate.
Yes, somebody has to get justice for Kate. So I want to say big thanks to the developer for a chance to check out this game. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe and share. I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games like Contradiction, guys. If you're feeling generous of heart, maybe consider checking out my Patreon page. All tips go to improving the channel or future giveaways, guys. Till next time, why don't you say goodbye, Kitty?
Bye.
Play more indie games.